Hello everybody, today back again another video. Alright, today's video is going to be about prediction video, preview video about the quarterfinal that we have at Wimbledon 2023. We had 128 players in the draw. Now we have only 8 left men standing. We are left on the tournament, and like always at Wimbledon, my tennis fans all around the world, we always will see a lot of upsets because the margins are so laser slim. And the high-ranked players can lose to lower-ranked players, and that has been the case in this Wimbledon. We have seen some upsets, which I am not surprised. I have totally expected this. Alright guys, without any further ado, let's get into this video because I don't have so much time. Alright guys, the first match I want to talk about is between Holger Rune versus Carlos Alcaraz. These two 20-year-old players who will face each other for the third time. The head-to-head between these two are 1-1. Holger Rune, who is playing his first ever Wimbledon quarterfinal, and that is the same thing with Carlos Alcaraz, also is playing his first ever Wimbledon quarterfinal. And Holger Rune is actually playing his second consecutive quarterfinal appearances at Grand Slams. Because we all remember that Holger Rune was in the quarterfinal at French Open as well earlier this year. Lost to Casper Ruud there. Talking about Casper Ruud, he is one of the players who is high ranked and who was eliminated pretty early, which was pretty expected. Another one is Stefan Tsitsipas, who lost in the 4th round. Another one is Sasha Zverev. He's not super high ranked nowadays, but he has been high ranked before. Anyway, the head-to-head is 1-1 between Alcaraz and Holger Rune. I believe that Carlos Alcaraz will win this one and make it to the semi-final at Wimbledon. That is my feeling. I believe more in Carlos Alcaraz. Carlos Alcaraz, who, by the way, took out Matteo Berrettini, the former Wimbledon finalist, in the 4th round in 4 sets. Alright, let's get to the second quarterfinal, and that is between Medvedev versus Eubanks. Eubanks, the journeyman who took out Tsitsipas in the 4th round in 5 sets. Eubanks, who actually won a small 250 class tournament on grass before Wimbledon started, if I'm not mistaken. Medvedev and Eubanks have faced each other only one time before, and Medvedev won that only previous meeting before. Medvedev, who's actually been a little going under the radar. Not many people have talked about Medvedev because the first 2 majors of the season, Australian Open, he lost in the 3rd round against Korda, and then French Open last month, he lost in the 1st round. So he has made his deepest run at majors this year, 2023, with the quarterfinal appearances. He's playing his first ever quarterfinal at Wimbledon without Medvedev, and now Medvedev has played all the 4 majors. He has went as deep as quarterfinal least, because we all know that he has played finals at Australian Open, and we all know that he has won US Open 2 years ago. And at French Open, he has done his best performance, his best run as quarterfinal, and now he's making his deepest run at Wimbledon with the quarterfinal appearance. He will face Eubanks, who also, of course, is playing his first ever quarterfinal, not only in Wimbledon but in majors in total. He has never done a better run in majors, and then this run he is doing Eubanks. I believe Medvedev will win that match and make it to a semi-final and face Carlos Alcaraz in that semi-final. I think Medvedev will be too strong, too big hitting, too strong serving, and too solid from the baseline. That is my... Eubanks has a huge serve, so Eubanks can give Medvedev a run for his money, but I believe that Medvedev will win this one in 4 sets. And Alcaraz also... I believe Alcaraz against Rune, that can be a 5-set battle actually, because Rune is also super dangerous. So I think Alcaraz wins his match against Rune in 5 sets. I think Medvedev wins his match against Eubanks in 4 sets. I think Eubanks takes 1 set. Alright, that was the top section of the quarterfinal draw. Now we are on the bottom section. Jannik Sinner against Safiullin. Jannik Sinner, the player who took Djokovic to his biggest run for his money in last year's Wimbledon, in the quarterfinal, where he took Djokovic to 5 sets, but in the end Djokovic turned that match around after being 2-love down and won that battle last year against Sinner in 5 sets. Yannick Sinner, who will face Safulin. The head-to-head between these two is 1-0 to Yannick Sinner. They have faced each other only one time, and that match has Yannick Sinner won in previous time. Safulin, who's also surprised. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we always see surprises at Wimbledon because the markets are so small. Safulin, Eubanks, they are surprises that they have made it so far at Wimbledon. But I think that Safulin's journey here and Safulin's fairy tale story ends here. I believe that Yannick Sinner defeats Safulin and makes through and goes through to the semi-final. I think Yannick Sinner just is so even from both sides, both forehand and backhand. He has a really solid backhand, really good forehand. Yannick Sinner, good serving. The only thing that lacks in Yannick Sinner's game is his movement. He's not a speed demon. He's a decent mover, but he's not lightning fast, that's for sure. He's not fast like Carlos Alcaraz, not even close to that. But his big hitting from the baseline with both wings, forehand and backhand, that will be too much for Safulin to handle. I think Yannick Sinner defeats Safulin in straight sets. Alright, and now we have the last quarterfinal preview, and that is between the defending champion, the fourth consecutive Wimbledon champion, who is going for his 5th consecutive Wimbledon title, and the 7-time Wimbledon champion in total. And the player I'm talking about is, of course, Novak Djokovic versus Andrei Rublev, who's never made past quarterfinal majors. His best quarterfinal appearance at majors is quarterfinal. He has never made it deeper than so. They had to have this 3-1 to Djokovic, and they had to in the 3-1 to Djokovic. Last time they faced each other, I believe, was at Australian Open earlier this year in the quarterfinals, where Djokovic completely destroyed Andrei Rublev in 3 straight sets. Will Andrei Rublev defeat Novak Djokovic and make a big upset here? No, I don't think so. I think Djokovic will take this one. I think Djokovic will go through to the semi-final after seeing Djokovic unbelievable, impeccable, flawless performance against a huge serving Hubert Hurkacz, who completely threw everything he had, his entire kitchen sink he threw that to Djokovic, and despite all that, Hubert Hurkacz only won 1 set. I don't know how Andrei Rublev will defeat Novak Djokovic, and Andrei Rublev doesn't have as great of a serve as Hubert Hurkacz has, not even close. Andrei Rublev has a huge forehand, bigger forehand than Hurkacz. He's faster maybe than Hurkacz, but all in all, I believe that Djokovic will be just too solid, too complete, too consistent, too confident, just a much better player than Andrei Rublev. And I think that Djokovic will defeat Andrei Rublev in straight sets. So there you have my 4 winners in the quarterfinal matches. I believe Carlos Alcaraz defeats Holger Rune in 5 sets. I believe Daniil Medvedev defeats Eubanks in 4 sets. I believe Yannick Sinner defeats Safulin in straight sets, and I believe that Novak Djokovic defeats Andrei Rublev in straight sets. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, see you next time. Peace.